What's up, everybody? This is an episode of Cooking with Napalm, believe it or not. I would be out to the grill right now, but the gas is all gone. You can see the container back there. I'm going to go down and get that thing swapped out. So what I'm going to do is read a question right now and go ahead and answer it while I'm driving. This is from Todd Beckcraft. It says, I love your YouTube channel. Thanks, brother. I came across it recently and have gone back and watched many of the older videos. I'm also enjoying your grip podcast. Awesome. I like the variety of things you do in the videos. I think more question and answers are always good. I would also like to know how long your journey was before you closed the number 3 COC gripper and what your training entailed, how often, etc. I'm on my own journey to close the number 3, and when this goal is achieved, I'll be on the short list of people who have closed it for the first time in their 50s. I would also like to talk about mindset. I'd also like you to talk about mindset and your thoughts on the importance of visualization, etc. Well, for the mindset and visualization, what I encourage you to do is check out the Mind and Muscle podcast that I'm doing next week on the 28th with Eric Ferrillo, because we're going to be talking about exactly that, mindset, visualization, things along those lines. So that'll be coming your way soon, and I'll be sharing that out when it's ready. As far as the other stuff about my gripper training, I believe it's hard to remember, because at first when I found out about grippers, I kind of thought they were dumb. I just wasn't interested in them right away, and I would squeeze them on the weekends, after workouts, mainly in the car. And we had just a number 1 gripper. That was it. And we didn't really specialize in the grip training at all. Now, in 2002, I found out about grip in more detail, found out about feats of strength and things along those lines. And then that's when I kind of became interested in it. So by this point, I had already closed the number 1 gripper, in that first year of finding things out, because I probably learned about them in 2001. And then, so I was closing the 1, and then in 2002, I got interested. I bought grippers, and then by 2003, in December, I was certified. So you can call it 2 years, but it was probably about a year of dedicated training with the number 2 and number 3 in order to be able to get certified. I closed several 3s in 2003 throughout that year. That was the year I first did a grip competition. So it definitely took me a year. And I had to do a lot of different training methods. It probably actually took me a little bit longer than it should have, because I really didn't know what I was doing. There wasn't a lot of information out there, and I was pretty hard-headed. I wouldn't really do a lot of research or buy any of the products that were, the few number of products that were out there about grippers. I just wanted to figure it out myself. That was kind of my goal. So it probably took me a little bit longer than it should have. I used to do a lot of very high intensity stuff. I used to do a lot of just trying to max out, just trying to close my 3, instead of doing other drills that probably would have made more sense. I used to do a lot of negatives, which I don't even suggest doing them anymore. There's been too many people hurt doing them. And I think because I chose those poor methods, those are some of the reasons why it took me so long. Probably should have taken me less than a year. And I think a lot of people can do that now, reach the number 3 level, if they are already doing strength training. At that time, I was already training for strength. I was training for muscle and strength. That's what it was about. I was doing, very intense bodybuilding style sessions. I was doing powerlifting. I was doing strongman, Olympic weightlifting, things like that. So if you already have a base of strength, and then you get interested in grippers. I think most people can probably close a number 3 within a year. Whether or not you get certified under their new rules, that's a different story. I didn't certify under the new rules. I certified where you could close the gripper, set the gripper down to 1 inch, and then close it the rest of the way with your closing hand. Now you can only position it slightly. You have to slide a credit card through there to gauge the space and then close it down. And I still can't do that consistently. I'm horrible at it. But you know, you get better at what you work at. So I wish you well, Todd. I wish you well with your journey. I think you can do it. I'm backing you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to check back every so often and let me know. All right? All the best in your training, and take care. See ya.